Yo, are you having a hard time standing out amongst all the other t-shirt creators out there? Let me try to help you out. What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today we're gonna be talking all about making you and your brand stand out amongst the crowd. I feel like this is something a lot of people struggle with because they don't fully understand how to sell their t-shirts yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a learning curve. A lot of people just don't know how to do it. It's something that you kind of have to figure out as you're going along. But what I see a lot of startups do where they kind of miss the mark is a lot of them are scared to say that they do everything on their own. A lot of people are scared to say that they make the t-shirts themselves at home because they want the allure of, hey, I'm a big established brand. So they never want to share that they're the ones designing the stuff, pressing the stuff, packing up the orders. They don't never want to say that they're a one-man army. And maybe it's just the t-shirt industry that feels this way. But for myself, I feel a lot of people are missing the mark when they do that to themselves because a lot of people want to buy into the brand, the person behind the brand. I know this from experience. I really rely heavy on any time I talk about my business to tell anybody that everything is designed, printed, embroidered by these two hands right here. I love telling people that. The reason I like telling people that is because that gives them a chance to understand that everything is done by myself. It's not automated, it's not AI, it's not outsourced. I'm not getting it from overseas. I'm doing everything here. So the care, the quality control, the attention to detail is all done by myself. And this gives people the chance to appreciate everything that's in your booth, whether you're selling out in public or vending at a festival or anything like that, or this story could be told on social media. People like to buy into the actual person. And you hear this all the time. Anytime a brand blows up, people like to say, oh man, that person sold out. That's the first thing people say is, oh man, that dude sold out. He's over here outsourcing stuff now. He don't even do it himself no more. People always look down on that kind of stuff. So as a startup, you got to really lay into that. And maybe that's not your angle. Maybe that's not something you want to say, or maybe that's not the look you're going for. And I can respect that. But for myself, I see so much success in actually telling the people that I'm the one that designed this. This is the reason I designed this. I did it with my own two hands. I was up late last night pressing these t-shirts. I spent all week last week embroidering these hats. I'm the one that's doing it. When people hear that, when people see that, like, all right, cool. This person's very hands-on with what he does. And it ultimately helps my sell. Look at my social media. It's just me showing me pressing these t-shirts, embroidering these hats, talking about the blanks I use. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing the journey. I'm sharing what I'm doing. The people that are buying online are buying because they see me making the stuff, and that's it. Don't get me wrong, the designs help. If you have a good design, it's gonna sell itself regardless, but it keeps people coming back. That's one of the biggest reasons why so many people shop at craft fairs. One, they like to support small businesses, but two, majority of the things at the craft fair are handmade by crafters. I got a cousin named Stitch by K. She makes handmade bags. She shows herself sewing these bags all the time. She shows herself running around chasing her kids around while she's sewing, but she's showing the process, and that adds to her brand. So when people see that social media content, they're like, oh, she's creating her own materials, her own patterns, she's making her own bags, she's showing it, she's a mom, she's a wife. That adds to her brand. So when she's out vending and people see her like, yo, I seen you on social media, you're the one that's chasing your kids around and sewing these bags. I know a lot of time and effort went into these bags and they support the brand. That's how it works. As startups, this is what helps us. A lot of people, when they start up, they want to look like a veteran in the game, like they've been around for a long time, and they want to kind of push off that type of energy. But ultimately, you're leaving so much on the table where you could be talking about your brand and talking about your struggles and talking about your story, all while selling dope ass products. It's all about the messaging. It's all about how you personally share every bit and piece about your business to the people. This is something a lot of people struggle with, especially when it comes to social media, because everybody says, I don't want to be a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I don't like my face on camera. I don't like the way I sound on camera. And that's perfectly fine. A lot of times you don't have to put your face on camera. You could just write it out in text so you don't have to say anything. You can use one of those voiceover apps when you're making the videos so it doesn't even sound like your natural voice. There's so many things that you can do to tell your brand story without showing your face. You could be showing your hands making something. You could always show what you're making, what you're doing, what you're creating, what you're building towards. These are all ideas for your brand's page. I'm not saying put this on your personal stuff. I'm saying put this on your business page, your brand's page, whatever you're trying to get out there, so people can start to see what you're doing. A A lot of people just want to put up a product photo and expect people to just come in and see the product photo and fall in love with it. As a startup, we got so much counted against us. You have to figure out different ways to stand out amongst the crowd. So when everybody else is just posting product photos, they put their t-shirt on a model, they take them to an alley with a bunch of graffiti and they take that picture. Fine by me if that's the look that they're going for. But do you want to do the same exact thing that they're doing? Or would you rather tell your brand story? Get people to understand who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it. That's what's gonna set you apart. Show the long nights. Show what works, show what doesn't work. I'm not saying set up a camera for 6 hours because you're pressing shirts for 6 hours. No, but you could throw up your phone on a tripod, time lapse yourself making 5 to 10 shirts. There's a piece of content of you in motion, pressing them shirts, getting them ready. Here's another time-lapse idea of you folding the shirts, bagging them up, packing up orders. Here's another content idea of you hand sketching out ideas. You don't gotta be Spike Lee on when it comes to filming this stuff, but you just have to be able to show what you're doing, what you're working on. Quick 10-second, 15-second clips, easy call. Give yourself a chance to brag about your brand on social media. Tell your story. This is gonna help you set you apart from everybody else that's doing the normal thing that you're thinking about doing, of just product photos, graffiti alley shots, t-shirt laying on your bed, t-shirt laying on the ground. Those are just regular static shots. There's anything wrong with those? No. But if that's what everybody's doing, how are you supposed to stand out from everybody else? You now stand out by telling your story. Invite people into your brand so they can see what's going on. How many times have you wanted to see more about one of your favorite brands? What their production looks like, what their meetings look like, what their brainstorming sessions look like. Man, if I could be a fly on the wall in the Nike headquarters when they're talking about colorways on shoes and this and that, and why they don't release more Air Max 95s, that's a personal issue with me, but I'm just saying, if I could be a fly on the wall for some of those meetings, I would love an inside look at that kind of stuff. Give the people that exact content that you want. Show yourself working. Show what you're building towards. Give you a chance to explain what the overall goal is. What are you trying to accomplish? A lot of us limit ourselves when it comes to social media because we're scared of what people think. We're scared of looking a certain way to the masses, and we're scared to get out of our own way. Once you get over that stuff, shit's freedom. For real. So remember, if you're out vending somewhere and you got customers coming into your booth or up to your table, whatever it is, let them know you're the person making all this stuff, designing this. This is why you chose this design. This is how long it took you to create this design. Let them know that you pressed all those t-shirts or you embroidered all those hats. Let them know how long you've been at it. If you're new to the game, if you're a seasoned veteran, don't limit yourself because you're trying to portray something else. Live within your own reality and let people know, hey, check it out, man. I was up all night last night making these shirts for this show right here. Let them know I work a full-time job. I got kids. After I put the kids to bed is when I started working on this stuff because this is the dream of mine. I want to get these t-shirts out. Let people know the struggle. Let people know what you're working towards. Get people to buy into you. All right? If you have any questions about anything that I talked about in this video, please leave it in the comments for me. If you're having these same struggles, if you're struggling with social media, if you're just struggling in general, let me know in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram if you wanted to, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on next one, man. Yeah.